So this is the Creality Ender 3 S1 Pro, and it's the Pro because it's got that light you can turn on with the switch. See the LED, and it's got a touch screen instead of the Ender 3 V2 screen with the thing and the button. This is a full touch screen, and it's got a different magnetic bed. When this cools down, the print virtually falls off. Like, it works really well. Like, you let it cool down 10 minutes, it just lifts up without sticking at all. I've printed about 10 things now on this machine, and it has fucking fantastic quality. So good. Has a filament sensor, spool holder up here, and it's got bearings. Look at this. The roller there has bearings. They usually just have a plastic shaft, and this skids on the shaft. But this shaft turns, it's got bearings. That's another thing with the Pro model. And another thing with the Pro model, it has an all metal hot end. So the Ender 3 S1 is the same as this, without the light, the bearings there, and a different screen, and a different bed. But it has a normal, hasn't got an all metal hot end. This has an all metal hot end. I'm printing a dice tower, and look at the quality on this thing. There's no support material. It looks so good. I just had an alarm go off on my phone to remind me about something, and it stopped the video. I wish there was a setting on your phone that if you have a phone call or an alarm, it comes up on the screen and you can, but be silenced, you know, and you can just turn it off and it keeps recording a video. I like record videos and someone calls me and the fucking recording stops, or then or the alarm comes up and reminds me of something and I have to start again. So annoying, these phones. Fucking shits me. But look at the quality of that print. I've already printed one of these. I printed one and I was just amazed by the quality. I thought, fuck, that is probably the best print I've ever done. And I gave it to my mum. So I thought I'd print another one. But look at it. It's just so good. I just can't believe how good the quality is. It's amazing. See, it's got the ladder in there. The stairs go up and it spirals around the stairs. You see, there's the stairs there. But this is a pretty amazing printer. Pretty amazing. I got flexible material. Look at this. I bought a whole bunch of flexible material. What's that? Is that flexible? Yeah, flexible filament. Flexible, some blue flexible stuff. I've got some other stuff here. Look, filament TPU, elastic. I think there was another one somewhere else, isn't there? Oh, these ones are all flexible as well as that one. But anyway, I've never ever printed flexible material, because you have to have a direct drive that this has. See how the filament comes down and gets directly driven into the hot end. It's like that's, the gap is like that much. The gears are pushing it in and it moves about that much, a little bit down, and then it comes out the hot end. So it's direct drive, all metal, so you can print at higher temperatures. Because other printers, if you get flexible material, because it's not hard, it's flexible. See how this is hard, but flexible material is like, you know, flexible. So when it has this sort of setup on this Ender 2, it gets driven by here, yeah? This gear turns, and it has to push flexible material all the way through this Bowden tube into there, and a lot of printers can't do it. So that's why you need direct drive. Plus some flexible materials you have to print pretty high temperature, and that's another reason why you need an all metal hot end. And this has all of it in one. Ender 3 S1 Pro. You can print everything on this. The only thing it hasn't got is an enclosure. But you could easily get a creality tent, a 3D printed tent, which is like a tent. And you put the 3D printer in the tent, and that is an enclosure. They're about $100 or something, $80. And then it'll have everything. They call this the Sprite, I think, or the Sprice. Sprice. This whole setup here. It's got a sensor. See the creality sensor? But yeah, I just can't get over how good the quality is. It's so amazing. I haven't done anything. All I've done is put it together out of the box. And look at it. It's unbelievable how good it is. I've got about 15 3D printers. And this one is pretty good. I tell you, it's probably the best one I've got. And this touchscreen, it's very sensitive, you know, like if you push it, it's printing now so I can't do anything, but if you push it, you go click click straight away, and see how it's bright now. You leave it for a few minutes, it'll dim, and look, it's got a drawer here, put all the stuff in, pretty big drawer, look at it. It goes back pretty far. I can't open it anymore because this is in the way. But look, it goes all the way back there. I can push all them back there, see? Look how big that thing is. Pretty big drawer. Don't need that on. Now I watched this guy called Filament Friday. This guy in America. And Chep. Is that his name? Chep from Filament Friday on YouTube. Anyway, he's going on about how he couldn't get prints to stick to this bed. I have had no problems getting prints to stick to this bed. You just have to go into the Z offset, Z compensation, just go boom, 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 enter, and it comes down 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and just get it closer to the bed, and it's fine. It sticks perfectly. And then, once it's finished printing and it cools down, you don't even have to lift the magnetic bed up to pop it off. It just comes off easy. I highly recommend this printer. If you're going to buy a printer, buy a creality Ender 3 S1 Pro. You can print everything on this. Everything. All different materials. That hot end will go up to 300 degrees. You can print a lot of different materials at 300 degrees. A lot.